Alright, I started recording.
Well, not.
Hello!
Hello, Craig here. And welcome back to another episode of Danganronpa, another one. Honestly, I'm not sure if I can handle the time strain that a recap would have.
Well,
We learned
I'll do
much
the.
last time.
I'm willing to do the recap, even if not much happened.
Not much happened when that. No, it just said a lot happened.
Well,
no, how about you do it, you hyperactive guy?
No, I can't. My dad is texting me. Korlin, do the recap, please.
Yep. So, we went through the entirety of the investigation. It was mostly just looking through a bunch of files as Monokuma took over as the disembodied tutorial voice that usually does this stuff. But we uncovered a lot of files and stuff that could basically be considered a rundown of the stuff you'd uncover in the first two games. The Tragedy, Ultimate Despair, Kamakura, you name it. But there were also a few other things, like how the Kisaragi Foundation apparently somehow knew about what was coming, and that there's an additional group called the Ultimate Despair External Agents that have been entrusted with some sort of plan. And they're basically like I guess you could call them like the standard foot soldiers of the wider organization, Ultimate Despair. What else? We also discovered a massive little storage room full of Monokumas running off of just oh yeah, that was it. Just a storage room full of Monokumas, as well as that was made out of the data processing room, I believe it was.
I'm pretty sure.
What?
That it was in the data processing room.
I think so, yeah. I mean, that's... I might be going off of the first game, but I think that the parallelism is intentional. But it doesn't matter that much. Point is, there's a room full of Monokumas there. We also we also found like a bunch of journal entries, presumably by Yamato, detailing the lead up to the tragedy and his own investigation into it. And that it seems he'd made some kind of plan to evacuate everyone. And speaking of the evacuation, we also learned that we've been on an island this entire time, and that the structure of the building was indeed a Kisaragi laboratory from the looks of it.
Oh yeah, also Utsuro.
Oh, yeah.
Also the presence of someone called Utsuro. And meanwhile, all throughout the investigation, Yuki keeps having these blackouts, or redouts if you prefer. Not sure what that's about.
Very strange things are happening. So I was also going to ask.
And now we're finally at the final class trial, which is in a courtroom built into the lab's observatory at the very top.
Yeah. Were you able to find...
I gotta say, I don't think I touched on this last time. I really like the fact that they decided to, play with expectations like that, even if it's for something relatively minor.
Yeah. I was going to ask if you were able to find clips of the special dialogue.
Oh crap!
What special dialogue?
Well, I guess I get special dialogue that plays if you finish any of the free time events of the survivors, like right before you enter the final trial grounds. I mean, we can look at it later.
Don't worry about that. I will provide it when the time is necessary.
I mean, it was sort of necessary.
It
was sort of necessary like 15 minutes ago.
Well, we're not supposed to see it yet.
What do you mean we're not? Okay.
Well, we would have seen it if we were able to keep the free time events.
No, we wouldn't have. We didn't even finish any of them.
No, we would have kept pursuing either Rei or Akane.
We would have finished Rei's and Akane's. Well, I mean, Akane's doesn't really matter, but...
Sure, but you're not supposed to see the special dialogue at this point in the game yet.
What?
Well, what the fuck are you talking? Okay.
Were you not supposed
Trust
to
me,
see it,
I
like,
know-
right before? Okay, alright, never mind.
Oh, it doesn't
I
take
don't
place
care.
before
We'll
the
talk about it
trial?
later.
Korlin, I'll message you about it.
What the? Okay.
Now, let's start... Oh, sorry, I have to...
Now, let's start with an explanation of this final class trial. In this class trial,
God,
you
not
discuss all the
this.
truth of this killing school life.
If it's too annoying, I'll just stop doing that, but, like...
No, I just forgot you were doing it.
If you uncover all the purposes and means of the mastermind, including this killing school life, then students will be victorious. Press the button, and they will be able to leave, return home safely through the helicopter waiting just outside. However, if you can't figure out all of them, you will all receive a harsh punishment, and as the survivors come to zero, your killing school life comes to an end. Oh, by the way, in this class trial, I am also participating in the discussion. Please treat me as a student, not as a judge.
Sorry, just DMing Korlin. And surely this will be a fair trial?
Of course! There will be no such thing as a slaughtering in the middle or refusing to admit defeat.
Take it easy.
Shit.
But not too much. We're going to find the truth and get out of here. Hey, Maeda, I'm sorry, but not everyone will. Don't forget, we have to punish these guys who made us do this and took the lives of innocents.
Oh, I'm so scared! Well, if you win, I won't stop you no matter what you do.
Well, why does he sound so confident? It looks suspicious, too.
I'm not confident at all. There's nothing suspicious.
Damn. I have zero self-confidence.
Actually, I'm not sure if we have to go this far, but Miss Taira wants this, so...
Oh, I want something, alright.
Oh, stop.
Oh, her name's Black. Like Hima-sama, don't tease them too much. Don't tease them too much. Everything in order now?
Okay, Miss Taira Master.
What's your...
Whoa, now you guys, let's discuss the truth now.
Discussion for the truth. Class trial to uncover the truth. I can't remember how the theme goes. Of all the events that have taken place. Yeah.
What,
Well, we
what
investigated
are you
this
trying to do,
time.
Noah?
I was trying to remember the theme of the Ace Attorney Investigations 2 Pursuit theme, and I couldn't remember it.
Alright, that's good
No, that's
enough.
the Tell the Truth theme. Well, we investigated this time,
Wait, what?
and based on everything we've experienced so far,
Wait, were you trying
let's
to do
find out the
Pursuit?
yes, let's find out the
Oh.
reasons as much as possible. And we must win. Punish the evil mastermind and get out of here alive with my friends.
Yeah! Friends!
But if you suddenly ask us to discuss the truth,
Confused on where to start, huh? I thought you would be, so I prepared a question from my side.
Question?
Answer! Fuck up! It's not a discussion about a murder case, and the number of people is fairly small, so I think it's better than just talking randomly, you know? Basically, you'll answer the question I ask, and I'll tell you on the spot whether the answer's correct. What is this, 20 questions? If you answer each question in this way, won't you be able to reach the truth?
It's not a bad plan. Start wherever you like.
Okay, so the first question goes like this. The identity of the place we're at now. That's a statement, not a question. Shut up! This is the most basic fact that it's connected to the truth.
Yes, ma'am!
Shaggy, you're not involved in this!
No, I was referencing the Ace Attorney bloopers. Yes, ma'am! That turn you on?
We are now!
The identity of the place we are now. There's nothing to think about too long, because we've each known for a long time. The identity of this place is...
No!
God damn it. Okay.
Please,
oh yeah,
please tell me it's translated, please.
It's probably
It's
it probably
not.
isn't. It probably isn't.
God fucking damn it. Proceed to solve the mystery, Shaggy. I'm waiting for the screenshot before we do this.
Sure thing. There we go.
And as usual, I can't look at the screenshot, so you're just gonna have to tell me what to go for.
You do have. Let's also not forget that he very much could pull it up, considering he has 2 monitors.
I can't. Actually, wait, no. Yes, I could. I just don't want to because I want to keep an eye on OBS.
Oh my god. Fine.
Oh wait, no. Okay, no. I pulled it up.
He just couldn't handle the hit on his ego.
Yeah.
So you can see it.
Yeah, I can see it.
We'll just let you figure it out then.
I gotta start from the beginning.
Yeah.
Where are you going, bro?
Get over here!
Run away. Yeah, that one, and then the 2 with a bar next to it.
He can see it.
I can see it. Nice.
So, YouTube gang, how's it going on this, 2026? Oh my god.
Is that really when this is gonna come out?
Yeah, I'm pretty
No.
sure.
No. There's no way, man. Well, actually,
I expect to see.
We're on episode 31 and we're on 13.
You know what? You actually make a good point. This might actually come out in 2026.
Damn.
Hey, editor's note, can we get a quick note on what the current date is?
Can I please?
Like a time capsule.
Today's start date be of August 14th, 2025.
It's the day before the apocalypse, I'm guessing. I don't know.
Yeah.
I got it!
I got it! Now I understand! The identity of the place that we're in now. Let me change to OBS again. At first, everyone believed that it was Hope
that's
Street
not
Academy.
correct.
Shut up. But that wasn't true. The true identity is a laboratory owned by the Tsurugi Foundation.
It's a laboratory by Doofenshmirtz!
The exact name is the 3rd Tsurugi laboratory. The board near the entrance was almost erased, so I couldn't read it properly, but it seems that it is a research center mainly for software and brain research.
What's even more surprising is the fact that this lab is not located in a central city, but is located on an island surrounded by the sea on all sides. We were moved to a place like this without our knowledge. Yeah, the view beyond the 5th floor door that I saw when I investigated it was definitely shocking. I didn't know whether or not it was Host Geek Academy, but I would have never guessed it to be this far out. Then, the fact that you guys know that means the door to the outside has been opened.
Well, except for the fact that it was an island and the exact name, I had already predicted this a long time ago.
Immediately after leaving the ballroom, Rei explained it to us.
Well, I also had some guesses based on the traces of the Tsurugi Foundation everywhere in the research facilities that cannot be seen as school facilities, although there was no corroboration. Yes, the door to the outside. That door on the 5th floor reminded me of the structure of this building. The place we thought was the 1st floor was actually the 4th basement floor. The place we thought was the 5th floor was the real 1st floor, connected to the ground.
I remembered before coming here. After Uehara found Maki's phone, it was only natural that it came as out of range from signal. It was in the middle of an unknown sea, and the place we tried to call at the time was the 1st floor of the student dormitory, meaning on the 4th floor basement.
That's the right answer! This is the 3rd Tsurugi Research Lab. I think it was a facility built for artificial intelligence research. Ain't that right, Monokuma? When the Tsurugi Foundation was around here. It seems it's been neglected for a long time. It has gradually declined since the 2nd CEO takeover and became obsolete. Oh, and the structure is also correct, but to be precise, it's not a 1-story building. It's been a bit of remodeling right now. Isn't this courtroom and observatory that's about 4 stories high? Originally, there was an elevator going only up. But people thought it was too, like, rage baiting or something, I don't know.
How
It's
do
fun
you
to start
know
over
so much
sometime,
about the subject, even though you're not a person from the Kisaragi Foundation?
I'm actually the 4th Kisaragi!
It's not that surprising, because I know that much. No, you guys originally knew this. Past tense? That means
No past sense.
Kisaragi himself informed us. The one who brought us here in the first place.
Hey, Tsurugi, stop! Leave it there! Even if your memories have returned to you alone, don't go too far. The game won't be fun then, right, Noah?
Game? Don't make me laugh, you rotten bitch! Wasn't you who told me my ban was lifted when I arrived to the trial? Besides, this isn't a trial on a murder case, it's just a trial that uncovers the truth. The sense of a game is to be enjoyed alone.
But there's 4 of us, you know? No, this is entertainment. Didn't I tell you? Originally, I could have just killed you all without having to do this. But I only gave you a chance because to tell me the truth or my promise for them and entertainment. You have to obey the rules and have a sound trial on both sides. And if you don't follow the rules of the game, it's no fun, you know.
What? Are you threatening me now? This is a joke.
No, it was just a
This is the
very
case.
precisely worded compliment.
If this is the case, this isn't a fair trial anymore, is it?
I'm doing this for you. You see, there are people who get confused when Tsurugi goes too far ahead, don't you think?
It can't be. Yamato brought us here. But the Kisaragi Foundation... Huh?
Fucking imbeciles.
Language? Don't forget, it's a class trial. It's important to clear up with order and agree with everyone's opinion. And floating around that memory of yours, it's like claiming you found the culprit without any clues and just went around cheating. You know, like those people who Google Danganronpa shit and don't expect spoilers.
I don't mean to take her side, but I'd like to ask this from my side as well. I sometimes wonder how far the truth can be reached only with the information we found out.
Alright, but if you're stuck, don't hesitate to ask for help. Because there must be information that only the one who's ingrained their memory knows.
Let's go slow, because there's still plenty of time to go.
She just wants to enjoy herself. I can respect that. I mean,
Oh,
what?
I'm gonna enjoy this for some. How far did we go? To Pittsburgh.
You were only told that this place was the Kisaragi Research Lab, Miss Taira.
Oh yeah, that's right. This is the 3rd Kisaragi Research Lab. These are, in fact, not the Academy. Then why are you, the students of Hope's Peak, at this research center on the research and
Hey, Freddy.
You might also be a pineapple.
Who lives in a pineapple under the sea? I mean, whether it's a game or entertainment, we're also getting to know them. Somehow I feel this was predetermined.
Oh, who lives in a laboratory on top of the sea?
The class of 78.
But even so, I can't hear you!
The
Even so,
class
we're
of
getting closer to the
79.
truth. The reason we're at the Kisaragi lab, let's discuss this. No, we're good. Spinning! Woo! The first spinning of the final spinning.
Oh god, oh my god!
Now I'll show you why they call me Revolver.
Ocelot.
Draw!
Why are you, who must have been at Hope's Peak Academy, here?
Well, the last memory we had right before we were imprisoned here. It was the day of the self-introduction at the entrance ceremony.
Yes, we've had our memories erased after that.
But in common sense, they only removed certain memories. That method can't exist, right? How can you erase the memories of 15 people at once? It don't make no sense even thinking about it.
It's a leap of faith to trust in common sense. Just look at the technological level of the Kisaragi Foundation. It can be seen that the scientific power of human beings is more advanced than expected.
You're my presence here!
Bro.
Are you doing that, by the way, Noah?
He's covering his mouth.
I'm just covering my mouth. That's it.
Hey guys, it's me, Monokuma!
I mean, I could just add in, like, in post-editing, I could just add, like, the freaking microphone voice changer, but, like, that's less fun. And also more time-consuming.
And that's a lot of work for Noah.
It's very time-consuming. I also really appreciate that, like, I don't think in Trigger Happy Havoc the memory erasing was actually explained. I really like that this game is actually giving an explanation.
No.
Yeah, I really like this game is giving an explanation.
At least not directly. Like, I think it's something that you ultimately would have had to, like. I don't even know. I think it might have been implied, maybe in the like light novel or something, that it was because of like Yasuke's the ultimate neurologist stuff. That's how it worked.
But yeah, I like that they're giving an actual explanation. The reason why we were moved to Kisaragi Research Lab without knowing it is probably because of the memories of our school life that disappeared, as Rei and Tsurugi said. In order to know why we are here, we first need to start with our amnesia.
Well, the last memory we had right before we were in prison here, it was in common sense, the extra method cannot exist, right?
No, that's wrong!
I'll shoot through that contradiction. Is this a 100? Can I get a 100, please?
90.
Oh, no!
Denied.
Some kind of machine. Wouldn't it be possible if you used something like that?
Like what, dumbass?
A machine? What machine? You didn't explain yourself.
I'm not quite sure. A machine capable of removing, modifying, and manipulating memories for a certain period of time. Maybe... Ugh! What's wrong, Maeda?
Oh no, Yuki bot is short-circuiting.
Nothing. I just felt dizzy. Yuki bot? I mean, anyway, what? Anyway, wouldn't it be possible to erase our memories using such a machine?
Yuki Maeda bot.
Even if you say it was a machine, what kind of machine is it? You still haven't explained that part. You're talking about fantasies, Yuki? Have you even seen it?
Oh, I have
the ghost in the machine.
I have some fantasies.
No, yes, I do. Wait, no, we're not talking about this. No, I haven't seen it, but somehow I just...
No,
Huh?
Sorry,
Why?
Korlin just said, why UK1 online?
No! He's got a freaking robot name for all the characters I think are robots. Why did I naturally think this idea was correct?
Almost as if you know why. Almost as if you know it's right.
It's rot!
It's wrong! All of that cut out. Fuck you, Discord. Ned! I'm dying here, Ned!
Sorry, I didn't realize I was muted. I was trying to say my lines and Craz kept talking at the same time, and I thought this is a bit much even for him.
It was as if you were muted or something.
Anyway, sorry everyone. Are you okay? You seem nervous. Do you not feel well?
I'm bleeding!
It's not like that. I was saying my thoughts. There's no proof. If there's any confirmation, there is, Maeda. Huh? As Maeda said, there is a machine capable of wiping our memories.
Really?
You guys don't know because you've lost that memory, but I saw it in my hazy consciousness just before I lost my memory. A gigantic mechanical device that swells up in my head.
Was that maybe the huge shadow behind the information processing room?
I can't say for sure because it was dark, but I think that's probably correct. What what's certain is that the mastermind clearly used a memory erasing device as Maeda suggested.
I'm surprised. I didn't think there really was a machine like that. If it wasn't for Tsurugi's testimony, I don't know if I'd believe it.
Yeah, it's surprising. But rather than that machine, it's more surprising that Maeda mentioned that machine.
That
What?
man.
You don't usually think of such absurd thoughts first, do you? Still, Maeda answered right away without thinking of any other possibility. It's
Maeda
very
sauce.
amazing.
That's, well... I'm not sure. Somehow I just thought of that first. When something like that came out, it made me dizzy. Maybe Maeda's memories are slowly coming back. That's not good.
I'm not sure if you want that.
I'm not sure if we want to, I'm not sure if we want this dam to break open.
His memories are coming back?
If my memory is correct, that woman, Akane Taira, did that. The machine was still in the prototype stage, so there are some uncertainties. My memory came back, but not in perfect state. Is that right?
Well, the chatter seems to be getting a bit long, but yeah, that's the truth. The one I use for you is called a memory manipulation device. The other unofficial name is a flashback light, but since there's no official name for it, in the past, the machine was used by a certain student while improving it. I was also taken over, so I don't know the details of this part.
I'm feeling a bit squeamish, but I can keep going. The reason we were brought to the Kisaragi
I
lab
seem to be
must have...
wounded, but I
Shut
can
up.
keep going.
Shut up. All of you, shut up!
You
Shut
can
up!
be wounded.
The reason we were brought to a Kisaragi lab must have something to do with that erased memory.
Wait, there's something I'd like to know before that. To be able to manipulate memories, Akane Taira, did you erase your own memory?
Yeah?
Still in doubt, but at the end of the class trial, you had said something out of context. It was hard days to live without thinking about them. Besides, Monokuma said, "Are you back?" It feels like her personality completely changed since she's been acting so far. I can't explain that kind of purpose erasing your own memories. The only problem is that if that happens to be part of the plan, the future becomes unclear as a result for the mastermind.
I'm gonna explain this a little later, but I suppose it can't be helped. As Rei just said, I erased my own memories.
Is that really it? You don't have any idea, do you? I don't know what your purpose is, but if you erase your own memory, you won't even know your original purpose, right?
Right. That's because in the first place, my memory had nothing to do with the purpose. This is my memories back now. I've also prepared a keyword to get my memory back, just in case. Well, that's how it happened, roughly. I'm done with my story, so we're gonna finish talking about me, alright?
Still, she really erased her own memories.
Man,
That's why she
I
used
really
the
wonder if
expression.
anyone else did this.
This is the real... That's why she used the expression, "this is the real me." But I don't know why. What's the benefit of doing such a thing?
Listen, if Yuki is gonna erase his own memories, she's gonna do it too. I feel like they're a ride or die type shit. Why'd I do that? If you look closely, my memories don't really matter to me. It would be bothersome to consider the number of issues later.
If you've forgotten where you're supposed to be talking, I'll help! Tutorial-chan, coming to the rescue!
Hi guys, it's me,
Erasing your
Tutorial-chan. Erasing your memories is the
Erase
aftermath
it,
of
stop!
using a memory manipulation device.
Shut up! Shut up! Erasing your memories is the aftermath of using a memory manipulation device. I even said that those lost memories have nothing to do with why you're here.
Noisy! Even if you don't say anything, I know!
Noisy!
Anyway, when we woke up, the fact that we were in Hope's Peak Academy, or the Kisaragi lab, means that we were already in this place before we lost our memories, right?
That's the way it is, isn't it?
Then isn't something weird? If we hadn't been kidnapped, I don't think we'd have come to such a strange place just because we were crazy, you know?
No, maybe the premise that this is a strange place is wrong.
Huh? What?
Didn't she say it a while ago? That they did some remodeling. In other words, it's possible that this Kisaragi lab was modified to imprison us from the beginning.
It's not a possibility. It's about being right. Isn't it crazy that the lab looks like a school? Besides, the surveillance camera is equipped with guns and various machines we saw at the time of execution can only be seen as the latter case.
Man, keep laughing like that. I'm gonna act up, Akane. Okay. Not only that, we've always been suspicious of the Kisaragi Foundation because the place we went to was the Kisaragi Foundation's lab. On the contrary, the Kisaragi Foundation might have been the ones protecting us.
No, but
It's not just speculation. Many clues have already been found. Just as we heard from Tsurugi, Kisaragi was originally our classmate. Contrary to what we thought, he might have been in a position to fight against the mastermind.
why?
What the fuck? YMCA. Alright, guys.
That's literally what he says. Like,
All right,
why
guys.
or why is that? That's what he says.
Teruya's gonna
Wait a
die in
minute,
chapter
Yuki,
7, guys.
aren't you getting too ahead of yourself?
Shut the fuck up. Teruya, is there something you want to object to?
You're damn right. I did my own investigation too. I mean, I've tried to do my own reasoning, but looking at what we found, I can't believe that the Kisaragi Foundation's innocent. That's what I believe. If I'm wrong, then please convince me beyond a shadow of a doubt.
Shadow the Hedgehog. From now on, the counter-argument showdown will commence. Would you like to hear from Tutorial? Oh.
No.
But
Fuck you.
Tutorial-chan is really lonely. Why
Deal
is
with
Izuru Kamakura here?
I know because I've investigated too. The Kisaragi Foundation being suspicious isn't the only one. But that they were fighting the mastermind. Aren't you overthinking it too much? You just look at the technology used in the killing so far. Even if it's not directly connected to the mastermind, the possibility of supporting the mastermind is still there.
I admit that the Kisaragi Foundation is suspicious, but do they really have any relationship with the mastermind? No. Clues I found during the investigation support the fact that that wasn't the case. If I think about it, I'll definitely come to an answer. And I have to convince Teruya with that answer.
Allow me to cut through your words.
I think it would probably be just the Kisaragi Foundation to him saying that them supporting the
Makes
mastermind would be a
sense to me.
possibility.
Yeah, because of the X-File.
The X-Men?
Shut up. I will cut through your words!
Please, pray forgive the discourtesy as I have to cut through your words. Oh my god, a 100! Ah!
Teruya, that's wrong. The Kisaragi Foundation didn't support the mastermind. There's evidence of that on the computers in the electrical room of the second floor dormitory. I know, because Monokuma forced me to go from each room to each room. Just as
what
Teruya
you're
said,
talking about.
the mastermind singled out the Kisaragi Foundation, but the Foundation refused to cooperate and fought against them.
I know that too. But that only means they couldn't cooperate voluntarily. Maybe they were forced to follow them, right? That data also contained contents that they threatened to take their successor as hostage.
It is as you say, Teruya, but didn't you read to the end? It's clearly written there. that they were going to keep their hands off the Kisaragi Foundation considering their profits and losses. In addition, there's another reason why the Mastermind doesn't need to seek help from the Kisaragi Foundation. It is obvious if you look at the technology used by the Mastermind, they have received some help somewhere else, but not from the Kisaragis. That means they already received aid from elsewhere. There must have been evidence of that. That is...
Izuru Kamakura. Wait.
I'm pretty sure...
No, that's not Izuru Kamakura. That's just some guy at 2 in the morning looking for beans.
Yeah, I think it's this.
Monokuma.
Toa City. It must be this! That's because the Mastermind has already received cooperation from other than the Kisaragi Foundation.
Different stores?
I heard it from the display in the information processing room, but there was information about Monokuma. According to that information, the place where Monokuma was made was in Toa City, from Toa Group, a robot built with technology.
Toa?
Unlike the Kisaragi Foundation, no one knows anything about them. I don't believe it either, but it was mentioned carefully. Because they got the cooperation of the Toa Group, and there was no need to threaten or seek the help of the Kisaragis anymore.
I can't believe it. There were several chain stores subcontracted to Toa City and Otori Mart.
Sorry, but what Yuki said is true. We have no contact with the Kisaragi Foundation. All the necessary technology was lent by the Toa Group. They're gonna tow your car.
Toa Mater. I miss them.
Why do you miss a car from the Cars movie?
So there's nothing strange about saying that the Kisaragi Foundation was actually the one protecting us.
Wait then, all the evidence for those claims is stuff that Akane prepared, right? There's a chance everything's been manipulated.
That's not likely.
Huh?
How many times did I tell you that this trial is fair? Besides, there's no benefit for us doing that. At the start of the trial, I said this trial itself was like a bonus stage. But if you keep suspecting and doubting it, it'll get difficult, won't it?
I don't know about the Toa Group, but I can attest that the Kisaragi Foundation is indeed innocent. You don't have to worry about anything, Teruya.
Okay, let's say the Kisaragi Foundation wasn't on the side of the Mastermind. If not, why are we in their laboratory? I don't understand that. What does this Kisaragi Foundation have to do with us in the first place? If it's not for the Mastermind, why are they related to us at all?
That's obvious. There wasn't just only one point of contact between us and the Kisaragi Foundation, wasn't it?
He was a freshman in the 79th class of Hope's Peak Academy like us. The existence of Yamato Kisaragi. When Kisaragi showed up after we lost our memories, I was so mentally withdrawn that I couldn't meet him properly. But from what I've heard, he was so unstable that he couldn't communicate properly. At this point, of course, I think all of you will know, but Kisaragi never had such a handicap when he was in school, before he lost his memory. He was rather a leader and a lively guy, more than anyone else.
What happened to that guy who got into such a state?
I don't know that either. Maybe it was the aftermath of the amnesia.
No, hold on. I know Yamato's a classmate, but that's all there is to it. It's not even my family, but his whole family was associated to us?
Family? Looking back, it seems that there was a student who was more than just a classmate with Kisaragi and was very close. I must have found clues related to that in my investigation. That clue is the photo. Teruya, what if there really was a family-like relationship connection?
What do you mean?
didn't you see the headmaster's office? The picture of Kisaragi's childhood.
That family picture? Of course I saw it. What's it about?
The girl who was photographed there is Mikako.
What? That was Mikako?
Bright guy, please.
Why are you surprised? If you just look at that girl, it's her, isn't it?
No, but she's too different, isn't she? I can't even imagine seeing Mikako smiling so brightly like that.
That's certainly true. No matter what memory loss is, the Mikako we know today was a dark and gloomy student, with such impression in a few words. Originally, seeing the picture for the first time, I wouldn't have been convinced that the girl in the picture was actually Mikako. But why did I think it was Mikako without any doubt? Was it because I saw something like that in my dream? But it must have been just a dream. At least to me, I'd never seen Mikako like this. Still, why? Ugh! It's not unreasonable for you to think that way, but like I said before, Mikako had a very bright personality. And just like Maeda said, Kisaragi was like a family to her. No, they were a family.
I spoke directly to Yuki about this. From what I've gathered... Wait, wrong words. Well, I swear, Mikako lost her family when she was young and was abandoned on the streets. The Kisaragis who found her adopted her and was raised by their people. Hanzo Kisaragi, the president of the Kisaragi Foundation at the time, and Yamato, Kisaragi's father, could be said to be the father to Mikako as well. Likewise, likewise, the Hanzo and Mikako. Wait, no, not Hanzo. Wait, Yamato and Mikako must have been like siblings. Well, looking at the two of them normally, it seems that for Yamato, you were his younger brother. Isn't that right, Tsurugi?
Don't talk to me so casually, you criminal bitch! As for the other students, I don't know, but to Kisaragi, Mikako is family. Mikako's reaction to the Kisaragi Foundation was proof of that.
So, you're saying the Kisaragi Foundation really protected us?
There was a reason for that, but this is all I can say. During our school life, we all had a close relationship. So I think that even if it was someone other than Kisaragi, we would have supported each other.
Because there were a lot of people who were hurt and hungry for love.
Including
like
you.
Noah.
You are the exception. I hate myself for speaking so kind to you in the past.
There are clues that the Kisaragi Foundation protected us, but... would it be okay to hold on for a minute before that? As Kinjo said earlier, that Kurokawa was originally like that, like Kisaragi, that he had a bright personality. Those two, they probably didn't have their own memories erased properly.
I've thought of that too. In the case of Mikako, she even tried to tell us about the mastermind in her last moments.
I doubt that it was a blurred memory. Why they didn't tell us the truth at first? Why were they a special exception?
Well, I don't know. Guess it.
Did Mikako and Kisaragi really know everything? But how? I have a feeling that something is coming to mind. Let's talk about this with everyone and think about it more deeply. Oh my god, bro, the music.
Sorry, is that 7?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why couldn't the memories of those two be erased? Did you prepare something in advance?
Well, why are you
Their memory wasn't erased. It would be strange for them not to speak up at all.
No, quit skipping.
If they really knew and stayed quiet. I haven't been pressing the button. It's been going on its own. It was a joke. Such a chance doesn't exist. Still, it would be difficult to know that the two of them had something we didn't have. All of us were wiped out cleanly, but Mikako and Kisaragi's memories were not erased. Is it possible that only they had their memories not taken? It's possible. What method did they use? They mentioned before that our memories were erased by a machine called a memory manipulation device. If there's a way to not be affected by that machine, it might be possible. Storage. That's probably
No, that's not certain, right?
If they really knew and stayed quiet, then maybe the two of them were on the mastermind side.
Ouch. That hurt. Ouch. That hurt.
Ow!
Ouch.
Ow.
My legs. My leg!
I agree with that!
That must be it.
$100. A memory storage device. God damn it, not this fucking music!
What music? I don't hear it in editing.
What?
Time to queue up Dead End to the Ocean's Aroma again, I guess.
Yep. A device that minimizes the damage of the memory manipulator based on samples of memory manipulation devices. Mikako and Kisaragi used that machine, didn't they?
What is that thing? Was it something you just imagined?
It came from the imagination.
It's the first time I've heard of such information. Maeda, where did you learn this?
In the headmaster's computer. After the investigation was over, as I was going down to the first floor to go to the trial, I found the computer turned on. Someone's voice in the computer told me about the storage device.
That's something I don't trust. I also checked the computer of the headmaster, but it was in a state where the power was not being supplied at all. You said it was turned on and you heard someone's voice. Are you sure it wasn't a dream?
I don't believe it either, that such a machine exists. But I didn't hear it wrong. I'm sure the computer's voice told me that information. And besides that, there was another thing.
This road been waiting on you for like 5 minutes.
Yuki, are you okay? Sounds like you're wobbling.
Yeah, the discussion comes first. I'm not certain, but could this information explain that Mikako and Kisaragi's memories were still intact?
That said, I think it's too much to fit in.
No need to worry, Rei. The information Maeda said is probably true. Is it really? I think Kisaragi vaguely mentioned it. I didn't know what he was talking about at the time, but if he had been preparing for his memory erasure since then...
I think we come to a rough conclusion. Mikako and Yawata were able to avoid complete amnesia by using the memory storage device.
You're gonna admit to it right away?
It was a little early, but it doesn't feel real. It doesn't really matter. Moreover, the trial can proceed when there's a difference in opinion. This is a democracy, damn it. Kisaragi didn't know how to do it, but he made a similar device based on the data you obtained on the memory manipulation device. There's a device I could use that could resist the amnesia. Man, I could use that. I could use that device.
Wait, Kisaragi made a device to resist amnesia. Does that mean he knew you guys would erase our memories? Why is that? And if he knew, why did only those two use the memory storage device?
I'll talk about that a little later. Can you please stop cutting to the chase, you little annoying prick? Anyways, use that device. Mekaru and Yamato didn't lose their memories as you might expect. But because it was made hastily, it was just a wild product, side effects were present in the device.
Side effects?
That's
Side
right.
effects including dizziness, amnesia.
Maybe death. The voice inside the computer said that. There may be side effects.
Or total organ failure.
Or brain explosions. And this side effect was so fatal it could not be ignored. That side effect is called speech disorders.
No.
That's awfully specific, I'm gonna be honest. Well, maybe it is, I guess. There's Yamase who made the machine in the first place, and there's only the two of them who used it. I'm not a capital genius, so I don't know how much about machines and stuff.
I believe you mean Kisaragi-sama.
Shut the hell up.
There was that too. Kurokawa's strange speech was low, with few words, and Kisaragi's strange language was odd.
It was a side effect of the memory storage. Besides, the side effects don't end there. There's also nausea, death, dizziness. The two of them had a few more. Akako, for instance, dynamic emotional change. And Yamato lost his personality.
So then what Tsurugi said that Mikako was originally a bright person.
It's true. Akako was such a bright person, even in class. Joy, sadness, anger, love, all of her emotions were incapable of expressing themselves due to the side effects.
Then Kisaragi...
Monokuma said there was an abnormality with his brain. That was the side effect. The original cheerful personality was gone. His personality was just twisted as if he had mentally... Can I say that? I'm not going to.
A machine that prevents amnesia but makes people's emotions and personality disappear?
Well, as I said before, I'm not good with machines. Because there's so many unknown things about the human brain.
Wait, it's strange for something like this to happen. Kisaragi returned to normal for a brief moment, and Kurokawa also spoke even more at the final trial.
I'm not so sure about that either. If you think about the headaches Mikako often felt, they were probably the pain of burning your own head. She must have overcome the side effects to do it. That's what I can guess, at least. You all remember, the two of them were complaining of headaches and trying to remember something at an important moment.
That was the aftermath of forcing you to ignore the side effects?
I can't 100% prove it, though. But this I can be sure of. Pain continues to happen when you keep ignoring the warnings of the side effects. The body sends you, and if you don't obey the commands the brain sends you... Splat! That's what they said. The brain cells that could not overcome their host would make them die in the end.
They said? Who said that to you?
Lord Daddy.
Huh?
Yamato. Well, I used stuff there.
But then when Mikako suddenly spit blood and died, the fact that Yamato exploded on his own, I mean, it was all because of that?
Mikako's death was certainly so unnatural, her hair suddenly bursting from the inside without any sign. It was the aftermath of the side effects.
Gee, I really wish the music was appropriate. If your memories were fine until a while ago, why would you not want them to say anything to you? You might think that, but it's actually the other way around. Kako always tried too hard to tell the truth every minute, every second. In the aftermath of the amnesia, the memories related to our school life to come out of her voice. My God, it must have been a horrible headache just thinking about it. You must have seen a lot of Mikako's headaches from time to time. I mean, I did too, but we'll act like I didn't. If you hadn't tried to recall her memory and tried to tell the truth, she wouldn't have felt the pain, right?
Such a thing. Damn it, Mikako.
Yes, that was it. Because Mikako was so nice and kind than anybody else, she tried to do it for everyone.
Apart from Kurokawa, what happened to Kisaragi? You said her brain was overheating, but Kisaragi died with a hole in his chest. Wasn't this someone's intention?
Rei, I think I know the cause. Kisaragi's chest was destroyed like a bomb exploding, and there was information about the storage device that was assumed to be the cause of this outcome. The reason is... I mean, if I had to guess, probably the side effects of the memory storage, that's what we're going on? Okay.
Shit! That was like wrong, Wendy!
I guess a small detonator?
Don't you mean the detonate?
The voice in the computer I heard about the storage device added one thing. The voice also mentioned side effects, and in order to prepare any possible side effects, they said they made a small detonator that explodes with an external signal.
A detonator?
There was so much noise that I couldn't understand everything, but they told someone to kill them if anything happened as a result of the side effects. I was unconscious at the time of Kisaragi's death, so I don't know if what Maeda said is true, but I think the voice in that computer was Kisaragi himself.
Wait a minute, but Yamato's dead, right?
It must have been pre-recorded, or something like that. It's a clue that Akane Taira left to investigate anyway.
To be honest, I'm new to this information. That's what I said, didn't I? I think it might be a little too early for this.
What? Then how did Maeda hear this? It wouldn't be a lie to hear the exact words.
Sorry, I had to sneeze. Well, it doesn't matter, right? Not a big deal. Just as Yuki said, Yamato made a detonator and installed it on himself and Mikako on purpose. At the time, they weren't sure about the side effects, so they literally put insurance on themselves. Life insurance policies, hate them.
From here on, I'll explain. Tsurugi said I was the one who killed Kisaragi after the trial, but in truth, the culprit is Miss Kurokawa. This device was never made by me. The detonator was made by Kisaragi, but it was Miss Kurokawa who installed it. Since Kisaragi was killed by the bomb Miss Kurokawa mounted, the culprit was Miss Kurokawa all along.
I don't care,
Who
Marco, you
detonated
still
the
did
bomb?
it.
What the? That's nonsense!
Nonsense!
No, it may sound far-fetched, but if you follow the rules of the class trial, and the bomb is the weapon, if Kurokawa was the one who installed that weapon, then the culprit would naturally be Kurokawa. That's the conclusion of this story.
Yeah, you fools! I never lied!
The question is, who detonated the bomb? Maeda clearly said that the detonator explodes with an external signal to kill them, meaning that the bomb doesn't explode until it gets a signal.
Shit!
Even if it was Kurokawa who installed the bomb, if it was someone else who sent the detonation signal, wouldn't the theory of Kurokawa being the culprit be a little strange?
Don't be fooled by the past. I'm done talking about this now. You still don't even know why you're in the Kisaragi Foundation. So hurry up and discuss that instead.
You're getting tired. Shut up.
Yes, ma'am.
Still, there's some truth in Monokuma. The topic of conversation was increasingly related to the last incident. I've told you a few times already. Yamato's murder is nothing, so please, just forget about it. Rather, what you're supposed to do is find out the truth of his killing school life, right? So, did you find out why you joined the Kisaragi laboratory?
Changing the topic, huh?
Bitch, you can't stop me.
What she said is true. In any case, in order to win and escape from this trial, we need to know the overall background. Now, let's figure it out step by step, starting with what's in front of us. Yeah, you even said that the Kisaragi Foundation wasn't on the side of the mastermind, right?
Still, the Kisaragi Foundation's good, and Kisaragi, or Yamato, the successor of the Foundation, was our classmate. And we know that Mikako was part of Yamato's family. There's really no way to know exactly what happened and why we're in this situation.
No, Teruya, that's not necessarily the case. To answer that woman's question, we started discussing about the Kisaragi Foundation, but there were clear clues about the situation before we lost our memories.
You lie, where's that?
You really are an idiot till no end. Did you even do your own investigation? Are you wearing your eyes for decoration? No, if you're like that. Your brain is the problem. Just die. This is frustrating already.
Damn!
Why, it's been a while since you poured out a complete sense of venomous words. There's no need to say something that harsh.
Calm down. I can answer if I can answer if it's so frustrating. It's because the clue was for everyone to see in the headmaster's office.
Headmaster's office? Weren't there only random, meaningless notes in there?
How can you be so close to the realm that you don't even know this? This is a talent of fools!
It seems that Teruya doesn't understand well. I have no choice but to tell him. Among the notes of the headmaster's office, a clue that gave us a rough idea of our situation. That is... Well, there's 6 of them, so let's hope I get right. I hope I get this right. Yeah.
So it's the bite of 87, don't worry though.
It must be this! As Teruya just said, there were a number of notes scattered around in the headmaster's office, and in one of those notes was written, "The researchers are on standby. Now I can bring my friends to that place. It will be safe for the time being." That's what it said.
Yeah, I think I saw something like that. Then that place they mentioned is...
Yes, we followed that person who wrote that note by ourselves into the Kisaragi laboratory.
Ourselves? Who was the person that wrote that note?
Oh my god, you're such a dumbass!
Well, in all likelihood, Yamato Kisaragi. In the notes of the headmaster's office, the name of Mikako is mentioned over and over again, and as Mikako's classmate is the person who entered Hope's Peak Academy this time. In other words, before entering the school, Mikako, they were a close friend of Mikako Kurokawa. In the middle, it is said that he is the third representative, and there is also the words of them as a researcher. So it is a note written by Yamato Kisaragi, I'm 99.9999% certain.
Yamato took us to this lab? Why?
Maybe it was to protect us. The note also mentioned that they would keep us. Something big happened outside and we had to hide somewhere, so maybe they took us to the laboratory for that purpose. Because Kisaragi was that kind of guy.
Well, wait, if the note itself was a trap to make you think that Yamato wrote it...
Teruya, could you please stop making me repeat what I just fucking said? There's no such thing. Your fucking stupidity adds fun to the trial, but god damn, there's something called being ignorant, you know?
Don't worry, Teruya. Everything we've said so far is correct. I can guarantee it.
If you can think about it better than that, you will naturally agree. You even have a point.
I continue to be suspicious of the Kisaragi Foundation. I was sure there must be something. That there must have been a cause that put us in this situation. But now I can tell. If everything we said is true, it'd be a terrible thing to disrespect Yamato into having such doubts. I'm sorry I kept saying strange things.
If you're in doubt, a note to summarize the situation would be the right thing to do.
That's inevitable, because it was Kisaragi's hobby to write down everything on a note and keep records. They fell into the hands of the mastermind and were placed in a suspicious spot. I can't remember, but Kisaragi was also our classmate, and I can't deny that he even protected us from danger. That's why we were suspicious of him.
But wait, is this okay? Yamato took us to the laboratory to protect us. I understand that point. But, as a result, the laboratory was renovated like Hope's Peak Academy. The mastermind created a stage for us to live in this killing school life? What in the world happened after Yamato brought us here?
Well, that's...
You don't have anything to say? Yeah, that's the way it is. Because what happened after you entered the lab has left no clues about it. Sorry I didn't leave any, it's just I didn't have a clue about it. Well, if we had a clue, the bloody 5th floor hallway. It's a clue to begin with. But it will be difficult to understand even if I do say that. This is Tsurugi's time to step up. Yippee!
You used all kinds of excuses to keep me quiet before, but now you want me to speak?
Huh? I'm sorry you've been so quiet, so I'm giving you a chance. I said that, but it's just a little embarrassing because, it's something out of your memory. However, if your memory came back, you should use it. So please, for the ignorant Teruya, do a great speech, please!
Damn! Singling out Teruya in that line.
What the hell, bro?
Whatever, I was gonna tell them anyway. Listen up, you guys. A huge incident happened at Hope's Peak Academy, and we were in a situation where even our lives were at risk. Kisaragi brought us here to the lab to protect us from that. However, Kisaragi made one mistake. He didn't know that an Ultimate Despair student was hiding in our group, the 79th class.
That might have been me, y'all. My bad.
If it's an Ultimate Despair, you're talking about Akane.
No, I'm talking about Yuki. I mean, to be
what?
honest, even
What?
I didn't know that Akane Taira was an Ultimate Despair. It's no wonder. That girl from the time of her admission, she pretended to be our classmate, completely melted with us.
Oh my, it wasn't really a lie, you know? Of course, I hid my identity, but it's true that I was a classmate. I didn't pretend.
Shut up! Just thinking of you being a classmate. Just thinking of being a classmate with you makes my blood boil.
In a good way or a bad way?
A bad way!
Aw,
I don't even have to
you're no
clarify.
fun.
I can barely understand. Akane Taira didn't know she was an Ultimate Despair, and Kisaragi sent that girl into the laboratory.
That's right. The first few days after entering the laboratory were calm. There was anxiety about being away from our family and being in the open sea, but we were all together. For the time being, there was a mood to look at the situation positively. But then, Akane Taira started moving the tide. Do you guys know why the 5th floor hallway was so bloody and messy?
That's... why?
It's because the researchers of the Kisaragi Foundation who originally fled with us were slaughtered there. What?
A massacre? Akane Taira killed the researchers?
No.
My bad.
She didn't kill them herself. It was the Monokumas who started the slaughter.
Hey, I'm also glad she didn't kill herself.
Monokumas?
My bad!
It was written on a note, but before the commotion at Host Peak Academy, Kisaragi had the Foundation researchers ready in advance. Thanks to their swift action, we, the 79th class, were able to escape to the laboratory. However, among us, Akane Taira, in ultimate despair, was handed over to the enemy. As a result, within a few days of evacuating here, a lot of the Monokumas attacked the laboratory. It was a nightmare. The 5th floor. No, most of the experimental facilities were concentrated on the 1st floor of the laboratory. All the researchers were living there. At the time, we were in the basement where our dormitories were, so we could be safe there. When we were trying to keep in touch with each other somehow, I was attacked by Akane Taira and incapacitated.
I'm a ninja!
You were attacked. No matter how vigilant we were. No, one person neutralized all 14 of us?
I'm a ninja!
The job wasn't that easy. The lab is spacious. There were a lot of things going on at the time of the raid, but there was no one who could do a sane reaction to the sudden attack of that woman who we believed to be our friend.
What's
I
a
barely
friend?
noticed it just before, and knew that Akane Taira was the mastermind, but most of them probably lost consciousness without even knowing who they were attacked by.
I actually did. Tuck the back of your neck like this!
But that means that Tsurugi didn't get hit right away, right? After dodging the surprise attack, they faced each other head on, but Tsurugi lost?
It's not so strange. After Akane Taira's memory came back, she showed her athletic ability. She must have received some special training.
There's nothing special about it. This is just the basic skills of a maid, right? Of course, because every maid knows how to teleport.
Tsurugi, what happened after that?
I went unconscious. Like you guys said, Akane Taira's nonsensical physical abilities quickly struck me too. I don't remember anything after that. Perhaps she used the memory manipulation device on all of us who had fainted. As far as I know, this is the extent of my knowledge. The lights were lit and there were screams and alarms from the researchers, so I don't know the situation for many of you guys at the time.
No, but thanks to you, fortunately, that means the culprit was Akane Taira. We were able to get things going. Because it's obvious even if we don't see much after that. Researchers were killed. We, the 79th class, were all disabled and erased from our memories. Those who have completely taken over the laboratory were remodeling the building to their liking. As another Hope's Peak Academy suitable for a killing school life.
Roll credits.
Yep.
He said it! He said it!
That's how it happened. In the end, Kisaragi and Mikako, they were all played and fooled by her. This is the truth. The reason we ended up killing each other in a place we didn't even know. The same caused when we came to the Kisaragi Foundation's research laboratory. Laboratory. It's finally time to summarize
It's time
this.
for comic!
To put an end to this terrible case. This is definitely not where the case ends because we still have Yuki and Utsuro to go through, but
Let's proceed to the END.
climax interference, start!
I'm gonna climax interference on someone.
No, Akane is gonna do that. Man, she's gonna feel a climax for sure. Once I'm done with her. I mean, what?
Brother.
I'm not sure about this one, but I think this is probably correct.
Junko Enochima.
It's the hands.
Could be bad.
Yeah.
Damn.
It would immediately tell me if it was wrong, so.
Helicopter!
Shut up!
Akane Taira! Bro, what the fuck is she doing in that image?
Yo, what's up, dog?
What's up, YouTube gang?
I'm activating my new prismatic.
This is the truth of everything that happened in this case.
Guys, this.
I haven't
this is
played Destiny 2. I haven't played Destiny in like 3 years, 4 years.
This entire kill. Today in this episode of Pranks, we're going to be putting 15 students into a killing game. And then at the end, we're going to say, it's just a prank, bro.
What's up, guys? Mr. Beast here. Today, I took 16 different high school students and put them in a killing game. And the last one standing gets $1 million. Let's start the video.
Oh, God.
And they'll never get a single set of trauma from me, because this is very much simulation.
We're the new students who entered Hope Peak Academy. We were called the 79th class. In our memory, we suddenly lost consciousness while gathering at their entrance hall on the day of the entrance ceremony and introducing ourselves.
I just want to say, I'm going to call it, the witch's cackle is going to be somewhere in here.
But in reality, that wasn't it, because we went to school in our normal lives and had been classmates for several months already. The reason we didn't know about it was because the mastermind used some method to manipulate the memories of all of us. The biggest reason seems to be that there was a part that differs from the real version, from the memory of the first time we've met. Hey, bud.
Yo, it's me, Mato.
It's me! well, he wouldn't be speaking like that at this point in time.
It is me, Yamato Kisaragi.
That's right, one of the students of the 79th classroom of Hope's Peak Academy, Yamato Kisaragi's existence. We weren't 15 in total. The real number of the 79th class was 16. For some reason, we didn't remember Kisaragi. All memories relating to him were gone. So after leaving the ballroom, Kisaragi appeared in front of us, but we didn't know who it was. No matter how our memories were manipulated, it is certain that he was our classmate, and all of our friends who died while killing each other.
While killing each other.
I think what would be fun is to have each of us do this. This is still Act 1.
Because there's 4 acts.
Yes, but this is still Act 1, I think, so... Meanwhile, there was something behind Hope's Peak Academy. It's a fact that we didn't know at all, but by the time we entered the school, if we didn't hide ourselves somewhere, it seemed that a big event was going on that could endanger our lives. And what could make it more fun is that each of us reads it in our remaining characters' voices. So, for example, when Net does it, he'll read it in Rei's voice. When Korlin does it, he'll read it in Teruya's voice. And when Craz does it, it'll be in Akane's voice.
That is cool how it worked out that way.
And unlike us who didn't know anything, Kisaragi seemed to know this. He was thinking of evacuating us somehow for our safety. And thanks to that, we were safe in a refuge. What?
You should do the rest of this in Tsurugi's voice.
Oh, yeah. We can't be sure because our memories were erased, but based on the information we found so far, I'm guessing something very bad happened at the school. It could be said that we were barely alive thanks to Kisaragi's quick response.
Damn, we're about 2 lines.
Okay, who's gonna do this one?
Korlin, go ahead.
Yeah, sure. Looking at the notes in the headmaster's office, it seemed Yamato escaped from Hope's Peak Academy with us. I don't know what happened to our families or what happened to the other students left behind. But in the end, I think Yamato deserves our thanks for saving our lives.
No, fuck that guy.
Helicopter!
The place Yamato tried to escape with us was in his family, an unused research lab opened by the Kisaragi Foundation, which a place on a remote island not known to anyone other than the Foundation, so it must have been decided that it was safe. We got there via this super cool helicopter, guys.
Get this this video, I'm going to be dropping off 16 students via helicopter on a remote island looking like Hope Speak Academy.
I don't know why we had to escape to such a place. You can imagine it was a very dangerous situation.
I spent $800,000 purchasing this remote island.
That's it? 800,000? And that place was a third Tsurugi research laboratory on a remote island.
800,000 isn't a lot.
I don't know, I feel...
Change.
Whatever. It was used to become Hope Speak Academy.
Where we are right now, in this very building.
Net.
But in the end, Kisaragi made one mistake during the evacuation process. That is, among the 79th class, a traitor, the mastermind, was in our group.
Fucking called it.
The mastermind followed us into the laboratory with their identity hidden. I don't know why the mastermind was acting for, but as a result, no one knew that our classmate right next to us was our enemy.
Yo, what's up? Yeah!
The mastermind began to attack and neutralize us one by one without even dreaming that a friend would attack them. Most of them were attacked without even knowing who they were ambushed by, and even Kinjo, who avoided being surprised, but was defeated in a head-to-head fight.
If only I had my gun.
All of us who fell were subjected to some kind of experiment by the mastermind. We lost all our memories from our school life since we entered Hope Speak Academy.
No one knows what happened. What?
If you want to, you can just rewrite the lines as if Akane's reading it. If you want to.
Oh, bet. No one actually knew what happened immediately after y'all lost your memories, except me. Actually, from what we've heard, from what I told you, I also erased my own memories, so really nobody knew. However, Tsurugi remembered everything. Apparently, the Monokuma attacked the research center. It can be speculated that I and the Monokumas may have remodeled the laboratory behind the scenes. Yes, to make it look like Hope Speak Academy. That's the reason why this place was decorated like a school, even though it was a laboratory. I honestly couldn't tell you how much time has passed since then. At least when we lost our memories and opened our eyes again. Everything was ready to begin.
Well, technically, she lost her memory too, so.
Yeah, whatever. We've been ignoring the fact that we were friends and we've been killing each other in order to get out of here as Monokuma ordered. That's the reason you guys are in the Kisaragi Foundation's research lab. The cause that started all the incidents. You can take over now.
Yeah, and the culprit who created this entire situation. The identity of the mastermind, the culprit of everything. It's really unbelievable. I don't want to believe it.
Oh my god. Ooh.
Peek? Peek?
Girl, get that tear out of your face. Oh my god.
There you go.
Damn. Okay, unironically, this is actually really good. Like,
Yeah.
what?
I think Korlin was trying to say something.
I just was gonna say, like, great idea, Noah.
Yeah. I thought it was a cool idea. Now, I have no choice but to accept it, the true nature of the mastermind. Akane Taira, the fact that it was you.
Ow! That glass hurt, Yuki!
Whatever. This is the truth. I won't run away from reality anymore. A murderer who deceived us and killed our friends. You're our enemy, Akane Taira.
Fine, I won't let you hit then.
Damn it!
Suspended? The
Nicely
fuck?
done.
I wasn't expecting a suspended there.